Now, the show that will make you wonder just what the heck you started listening to. This is MultimediaJay Radio Style.
Hello, everyone out there, or as that dude from the Goonies once said, hey, you guys! I'm MultimediaJay, and this is Radio Style, a new series that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but never could quite bring myself to start recording. Anyways, welcome to the show. This series is my direct response to a lot of stuff. Not the least of which has been all those people who are like, dude, Jay, you should be on the radio. You should get a career in radio. Why the heck aren't you on the radio? Well, let's answer that question right up front. Around here, way the heck out in the middle of nowhere in this very quiet part of Connecticut, there's almost no radio to be on. We've got, like, what? A country station and some AM station. I don't even know what the heck they play. But, yeah, and with what's involved in being involved in radio these days, I'm not so sure if I really want a career in radio to begin with. But I did have a radio show in college. Fun as all heck. Had a blast doing it, and so I figured, you know what? Why not get involved in all the production stuff, all the talent stuff, and all this other stuff to make this kind of stuff on YouTube? Well, haven't I said stuff enough? Well, okay, enough stuff, like saying stuff and stuff like that. Okay, let me read some different stuff here. Among other such stuff, some stuff that I should mention is that this kind of stuff is a heck of a lot more fun than reading off of cards live on the air would have been, so why not? Okay, enough of that stuff. Let's move on to some other stuff. So now that half of my paltry little audience has probably come up with an idea for a new drinking game, let's talk about some other such stuff. Such as why the heck am I doing audio stuff on a site like YouTube in the first place? Well, some people may call me a lazy son of a gun who's getting pretty lazy in his old age, but I'm not the one who made the first move here. In case you haven't noticed yet, Armageddon has arrived at YouTube, and people's profiles are slowly but surely getting forcibly converted over to the new Profile 2 profiles that I just flipped my lid about so many months ago. Besides the occasional YouTube kiss ass, quite a few people have been pretty ticked off at this whole Profile 2 thing and this forced conversion going from the old YouTube profiles to these media player style. I don't even know what to call them. But what they are is the destruction of a lot of YouTube's community features, including some that I liked a heck of a lot. Profile version 2 is more compact. It looks like trash that was thrown down a trash crusher and someone pushed the button. I mean, community features have dropped down quite a bit. You know, it's harder to see comments on people's videos. The whole video blog type thing where you could do little write-ups and videos you liked on YouTube is pretty much gone. I'd really like to see YouTube reintroduce that if possible. And if they don't, heck with them. And perhaps the most ironic thing about Profiles version 2, over the course of YouTube's rise to fame and fortune, or whatever the heck they're at these days, widescreen TVs and computer monitors have pretty much taken over the market. So what does YouTube do? They cram everything together, newspaper style, vertically on your screen. So now you're going to have more wasted screen real estate when looking through these little media player type things that they're using for people's profiles. And if you haven't been converted over yet, your time is coming. For you, the bell tolls. The clock is ticking. YouTube, over the next few weeks, wants to convert everyone over to Profile 2. I think partners even are going to get forcibly converted over on like October 15th or something. All this, of course, is fully documented on YouTube's own blog, by the way, which, of course, got moved off of YouTube onto Blogspot for some strange reason. Gee, I wonder. What's the matter, YouTube? Was that stampede of angry, hateful comments from people that couldn't stand Profiles version 2 too much to handle? I personally think that this whole compact nonsense Profile 2 stuff that YouTube's forcing everyone to start using is a mark of laziness itself. So if you think I'm being lazy by doing audio segments on a video site, well, I am responding in like fashion to what YouTube has done. Please, by all means, YouTube, continue to backhand the very people that brought the internet traffic that made you famous. You have angered the master greatly. Now, despite the whole forced conversion of Profile 2.0, YouTube really doesn't deserve all the credit for me wanting to do something like this in the first place, because there are other factors as well. First of which, I loved my college radio show. It was a heck of a lot of fun, even though it was kind of annoying during the week when I was thinking about, oh, I'm going to have to drag myself out to the radio station, and, oh, this is annoying, and do I have everything ready? And then I'd get on the air, and I'd start playing music, and I'd start, doing these little things with production. I did mix together my own production stuff back then. I'm sure some of my friends from the radio station, the fellow alumni out there, probably remember all that stuff. But once I actually started doing the show, is fun as heck, and the time slot just flew by. I wished it could have been longer, but yeah, it's pretty fun. All this stuff is pretty fun for someone like me. So I figured, you know what? Why not get back into that in some way, shape, or form? And I figured, let's just do this. Certainly, it could be a heck of a lot of fun. Plus, instead of being live, this can be pre-recorded and spliced together. Yeah, I know, that's probably cheating, but, this is something I do for fun. It's not like real talk radio or anything. Another thing worth noting is video blogging itself. I really don't know where video blogging is going and where YouTube wants to take video blogging. Of course, they've been a key player in this whole explosion of video blogs over the past few years, but let's think about this here. Most of the time when I go to YouTube, I watch stuff in standard quality. Yeah, standard quality. Eat that, you HD nerds. No, actually, I realize there are people recording in high quality and high definition, and YouTube's high definition is 720p, but unfortunately, most of the time when I go to watch higher quality stuff, often YouTube is so bandwidth strangled that I have to sit there and wait for the whole thing to download before pushing play on a streaming site. So what's the point? What's the point of having all these features that you can't have used because there's just not enough bandwidth to go around? And furthermore, there's always the practicality to consider. Like, for example, a video blog. What is it? Somebody sitting in front of their camera talking. Why do I need that in high definition? Why do I need to see the dust on the lamp over on their desk that they haven't dusted in 6 months? Why do I have to see all the wrinkles on their forehead even more? I could go high definition, but why bother? Come on. Some fat nerd on the internet talking about tech stuff. Why does that need to be in high definition? Answer, it doesn't. As a matter of fact, with most of the video bloggers I'm subscribed to, since I know that 9 times out of 10 they don't do anything fancy, a lot of times I actually listen to vlogs more than I actually watch them. Yes, I'll freely admit that. I'll turn on somebody's video blog where I know they're just going to sit there flapping their mouth for 10 minutes, and I'll have like World of Warcraft going or something, and that's what I listen to in the background. And it works too. If you got the bandwidth to listen to that and do something else on the internet, why not? If they're just going to sit there chit-chatting the whole time, it's not like, yeah, you know what they look like, right? You know what they look like when they're talking. Okay, so why not just, listen to it instead if you're not going to lose much by not watching the video part? So I apologize to anyone I'm subscribed to on YouTube that might be offended by that, but it's video blogging. It's not like you're directing a feature film or anything of that sort. And, of course, this whole setup that I've got going here caters to anyone else who might be doing that as well. So, for what it's worth, YouTube has forced everyone to switch over to Profile 2, and I decided to start a new series. If YouTube wants to change things up, I think I'll change things up as well. I was getting bored with the whole video blog thing anyways. If you like it, cool. If you don't, there's plenty of other stuff to watch. So, for what it's worth, let's give this a shot. Okay, we gotta go to a break, so I'll be back a little later on. I'm Multimedia Jay. This is Radio Style. Don't touch that dial.